We're now going to use our Smartboard interactive whiteboard to look at matrix algebra on a graphing utility. To do matrix algebra on our graphing utility, the first thing we need to do is enter our matrices into the graphing calculator. We're going to do that by going to our matrix menu, which is the second function on the reciprocal key. We want to edit our matrices, so we'll move left one to highlight edit. We've entered matrix B and C previously, so we just need to enter matrix A. We select matrix A. The first thing we need to do is tell it how many rows and how many columns. Matrix A had 3 rows, so we enter the number of rows first. So we press 3 and enter, then the number of columns. So we had 2 columns, and we hit enter. We're now going to put in the entries for matrix A, 1 row at a time, pressing enter after each entry. In row 1, column 1, our entry was 1, so we press 1, hit enter. The calculator will automatically move to the next entry in that row. The next entry is -1, so we hit enter. Moves down to the next row, so we're in row 2, column 1 now. That entry was 0. Then row 2, column 2, the entry was -4. Row 3, column 1, the entry is 3. And then lastly, row 3, column 2, the entry is 2. And once we've put all our matrices in, we'll quit back to our main screen. And we'll do the operations. In the first part, we want to do 2 times matrix A plus matrix C. So we go to our home screen, press 2, and we have to go back to our matrix menu. And this time we're going to use names. So here we're going to select the matrix that we want to use. We want 2 times matrix A, so we press 1. So we have 2A. And we want plus matrix C. So we go back to matrix, select number 3, and then hit enter. And it outputs the result of the matrix operation. Go ahead and slide that over. So using our graphing utility, we can see that 2 times matrix A plus matrix C is the matrix given right here, 6, 4, 1, -11, 5, 12. The next operation that we want to perform is A minus 3C. Go back to our calculator. Second matrix, we'll select matrix A, then minus 3 times matrix C, matrix C, hit enter. Again, we get the resulting matrix output. Slide that back over, make that bigger. So here's the result of our matrix operation, A minus 3C. The next operation we're going to do is a product, A times matrix C. Go back to our calculator. Matrix A. We do matrix A and then matrix C. So we'll have A times C and hit enter. And here we get an error. The error is informative. It tells us what's wrong. We get dim mismatch. There's a dimension mismatch between the 2 matrices. Remember that with matrix multiplication, we need to have the columns and rows matching. The number of columns from matrix A has to match the columns from matrix, or the rows from matrix C. In this particular case, if we go back to our original matrices, we see that the number of columns in matrix A is 2, but the number of rows in matrix C is 3, so they don't match. So trying to do this operation gives us an error. It's a dimension mismatch error. We have one more operation that we want to perform. It's another multiplication. Here we want to multiply matrix B times matrix A. Back in our calculator, do matrix B times matrix A. Hit enter. And this time the dimensions are correct. It allows us to do the multiplication, and here's our resulting matrix. Now we notice that the product B times A is a 2 by 2 matrix. If we go back to our original data, we'll see that the number of rows in matrix B is 2, and the number of columns in matrix C is 2. So those are the outer dimensions that we'll get when we do the multiplication. The number of columns is 3 here, the number of rows is 3, so those inside dimensions will match, which allows us to do that multiplication.